Over 60? Eat these 4 nuts before bed to naturally restore clear vision. You might find this hard to believe, but there are a few simple foods and drinks, things you probably already have at home, that can actually protect your eyes and even help them repair while you sleep. And that's a big deal, because millions of older adults around the world quietly struggle with something far more serious than just blurry vision. We're talking about eyes that burn when you read, eyes that strain against bright headlights at night, eyes that see dark spots, halos, or cloudy patches, making it harder to recognize faces, enjoy a sunset, or even cross a busy street safely. I've met people who used to be confident, independent drivers, but now they avoid going out after dark because they don't feel safe anymore. Others tell me they can't read the newspaper without a magnifier, or that they've stopped reading altogether. And many share something that truly breaks my heart: I'm scared. It feels like I'm slowly going blind. If that sounds familiar, please know this: you're not imagining it, and you're definitely not alone. What you're feeling isn't just aging. More often, it's the result of years of missing nutrients, reduced blood flow to the retina, and low-grade inflammation that quietly damages the fragile tissues inside your eyes. And here's the surprising part: it happens most while you sleep. That's right, the very hours when your body should be restoring and repairing itself are often when your eyes get no real support at all. But here's the good news: there's a natural way to turn that around. No prescriptions, no surgeries, no pricey eye drops, just something simple, often overlooked, yet backed by real science. It's something you can start tonight, and in just a few minutes, I'll show you exactly what it is. Before we dive in, if this is your first time here and you appreciate clear, honest health advice made especially for seniors, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You deserve to feel informed, supported, and empowered at every step. Now, let's take a closer look at what's really happening inside your eyes after 60, and how you can start taking them back. 1. Walnuts, the quiet hero. If there's one nut that's been quietly working to protect your eyesight and your brain without getting much credit, it's the walnut. Now, you might be thinking, walnuts? Really? Aren't those just good for lowering cholesterol? And yes, they do that, but that's only the beginning. Walnuts are one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, especially a type called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. I won't bore you with the chemistry, but here's what really matters. Your eyes aren't isolated from the rest of your body, they're actually an extension of your nervous system, directly connected to your brain through the optic nerve. And both your brain and your eyes depend heavily on healthy fats, especially omega-3s, to function their best. Here's where aging gets tricky. Once we hit our 60s, we start losing that healthy fat balance. Our bodies absorb fewer nutrients, blood flow to the brain and retina slows down, and communication between the eyes and brain, what doctors call visual processing, starts to lag. That's when you notice slower adjustment to light, difficulty seeing fine details in dim rooms, or that tired feeling like your eyes are working overtime. This is where walnuts come to the rescue. The ALA in walnuts boosts blood flow to the retina and optic nerve, protects delicate nerve fibers from oxidative stress, and eases inflammation that can blur or distort visual signals. In a sense, it's like giving your visual system a much-needed tune-up. And here's something most people don't realize: walnuts don't just help your eyes physically, they also support mental clarity and focus, two things that often fade right alongside vision as we age. I remember one of my patients, Margaret. She was 72, still sharp, still lively, but she had stopped painting, something she'd loved her whole life. She told me, "Dr. Porter, it's not just that I can't see the colors clearly anymore. I just feel foggy." So, we created a simple evening routine for her. Nothing extreme, just smart nutrition with the right fats. 3 weeks later, she came in carrying a new painting, a bright vase of sunflowers. And her smile said it all. "My eyes feel awake again," she told me. That's the kind of change something as humble as a walnut can make when you give your body the chance to heal. 2. Pistachios, the retina's bodyguards. If walnuts are the quiet helpers that strengthen the brain-eye connection, then pistachios are the loyal bodyguards of your retina. You might not expect that from such a small green nut, but behind the gentle crunch and mild flavor lies a powerful secret. Pistachios are loaded with two key nutrients your eyes absolutely love: lutein and zeaxanthin. You may have heard those names before, But let me explain why they matter. Your retina, especially the macula, the tiny area that lets you see sharp details, is constantly under attack. Not from anything dramatic, but from daily exposure to blue light. That includes sunlight, of course, but also screens, TVs, phones, and tablets. Even if you don't spend your day glued to a device, your eyes still absorb that light. Over time, it wears down the fragile tissues that keep your vision crisp and clear. That's where lutein and zeaxanthin step in. These plant pigments act like natural sunglasses inside your eyes, filtering out the harshest wavelengths of blue light before they can reach and damage your macula. The catch? Your body can't make these protective compounds on its own, you have to get them from food. And pistachios are one of the few nuts that naturally contain both lutein and zeaxanthin, along with healthy fats that help your body absorb them more effectively. When you have enough of these nutrients, they can reduce glare, improve contrast, and even slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss after 60. I once worked with a man named Frank. He was 68 and told me everything seemed dimmer, like there was a faint film over his vision. He'd stopped driving at night because the glare from headlights made him feel unsafe. "It's like my eyes can't adjust anymore," he said. We made a few gentle changes to his evening routine, including a small handful of pistachios and a few other eye-friendly foods. Nothing fancy, no supplements, just real, wholesome food. 2 months later, he called me sounding overjoyed. "Doc," he said, "I'm driving again at night, and for the first time in years, I'm not afraid of the dark." That's the power of nourishing your retina from the inside out. Most people don't think about defending their eyes, but they need protection constantly, especially as we get older. And pistachios, with their bright green color and rich nutrient mix, offer that protection in one of the simplest, most delicious ways possible. 3. Brazil nuts, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Have you ever woken up with red, irritated eyes, or felt that burning, tired feeling halfway through the day, like your eyes are dry and begging for rest even when you haven't done much? For many older adults, that discomfort isn't just a passing issue. It becomes a daily reminder that our eyes, just like the rest of our body, can get inflamed and overworked. Now, most people reach for eye drops or a cold compress, hoping for quick relief. But real healing often starts much deeper, and that's where Brazil nuts come in. These large, rich nuts are one of the most underrated foods for eye health. Unlike most nuts, which are known for their healthy fats or antioxidants, Brazil nuts stand out for one extraordinary nutrient, selenium. Selenium is what scientists call a trace mineral. It's a natural anti-inflammatory that helps calm the tiny fires of irritation inside your body. In the eyes, selenium helps reduce redness, dryness, and the kind of low-grade inflammation that can lead to blurry vision or even early signs of cataracts. It also has another superpower: it helps recycle and reactivate vitamin E, a crucial antioxidant that protects the fatty parts of your eyes from breaking down under stress. In simpler terms, selenium keeps the fragile tissues of your eyes from getting brittle and damaged as the years go by. The truth is, most people don't get enough selenium and don't even realize it. I've looked over countless lab panels from patients in their 60s and 70s dealing with eye strain, cloudiness, or constant dryness. And time after time, selenium levels were borderline low. One of them was a retired schoolteacher named George. He was 74, still sharp as ever, but his eyes were constantly irritated. He told me he never went anywhere without a bottle of artificial tears. And even then, his vision often looked like he was peering through fogged-up glass. When we reviewed his diet, it was clear he wasn't getting much selenium. So, we made one simple change: he added just one Brazil nut a day. That's all it takes. Along with better hydration and a few evening adjustments, it made a huge difference. A month later, George told me something I'll never forget: "My eyes feel calm again." That's the beauty of giving your body what it truly needs. You don't always need more, you just need the right kind of support. And with Brazil nuts, a little really does go a long way. 4. Hazelnuts, the moisture keeper. By the time we reach our 60s and 70s, something subtle but important begins to fade from our eyes. And it's not just sharpness, it's moisture, flexibility, and the strength that keeps our eyes comfortable and hydrated. What many people don't realize is that this change often starts with a quiet loss of collagen. Collagen isn't only for skin, it actually forms the very structure of your eyes. It supports the cornea, the lens, and even the tiny blood vessels that nourish your vision. As collagen breaks down, the eyes lose their shape and elasticity, making them more prone to dryness and irritation. That's when you might wake up with that scratchy feeling, notice your vision gets blurrier after reading, or find it takes longer for your eyes to adjust when you move from bright light to a darker room. One key nutrient that helps preserve this collagen and often gets overlooked is vitamin E. And one of the best natural sources of vitamin E just happens to be the hazelnut. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant, which means it works best when paired with healthy fats, exactly what hazelnut. I once worked with a woman named Evelyn, 69 years old. She came to me frustrated because her eyes watered all the time. At first, it looked like she had too much lubrication, but in reality, her eyes were chronically dry. Her body was trying to overcompensate. "It's embarrassing, Dr. Porter," she said. "People think I'm crying all the time, but I'm not. I just can't see clearly without tearing up." We talked about her habits and made a few small changes, including adding a small handful of hazelnuts before bed along with other vision-friendly foods. No medication, no artificial tears, just nourishment. A month later, she came back smiling. Her eyes were no longer red or watery. "I can finally look people in the eye again without worrying," she told me. That's what happens when you give your eyes the care they've been quietly asking for. Hazelnuts may be small, but their benefits run deep, helping protect your eyes from dryness, fatigue, and the constant strain of daily life. 5. The Nighttime Eye Healing Ritual. By now, you've learned that 4 simple nuts, each with its own special gift, can play a powerful role in protecting your eyesight. But here's what surprises most people: it's not just what you eat that matters, it's when you eat it. You see, your eyes do most of their repair work not during the day, but at night. While you sleep, your body shifts into restoration mode. Cells regenerate, inflammation eases, and damaged tissues quietly rebuild themselves. But if your body doesn't have the right nutrients to work with, no matter how much sleep you get, real healing can't happen. That's why having the right nourishment before bed can make such a big difference. It's like giving your body the exact tools it needs to repair your eyes while you rest. Here's a simple evening routine I've shared with many of my patients. It takes less than 5 minutes and doesn't require any cooking. A few walnuts to strengthen the brain-eye connection. A small handful of pistachios to shield the retina. 1 Brazil nut for soothing, anti-inflammatory selenium. A few hazelnuts to protect moisture and collagen. That's all you need, just a modest serving to gently nourish your eyes through the night. You can pair this with a warm, unsweetened herbal tea. That's the secret nobody talks about. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what truly matters at the right time. You don't need fancy supplements or expensive eye creams. You don't even need blue light glasses. You just need to start where you are, with what you already have: 1 handful, 1 evening, 1 small act of care at a time. As we get older, it's easy to believe that fading vision is simply part of aging. But the truth is, your eyes are still capable of healing and staying strong when given the right care and nourishment. You don't need complicated treatments or expensive solutions, just small, consistent habits that give your body what it already knows how to use. A simple evening ritual you've learned about isn't magic, it's gentle, natural support that helps your body do what it was designed to do: restore, renew, and protect your eyes while you sleep. Your age doesn't define your eyesight. Your past choices don't limit your future healing. It's never too late to begin again. And the steps are far simpler than most people think. Start tonight: 1 small handful of nuts, 1 quiet moment of care, 1 choice to believe in your body's ability to restore itself. That's how lasting change begins. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I know you have many options when it comes to your health, and I'm truly grateful that you chose to spend a few peaceful minutes here. If this message gave you something valuable, I'd love for you to click like and share it with someone who might need it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing